Hey girls, today I'm doing a pretty exciting review. It's for an at-home Brazilian blow dry treatment. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically a kind of like a chemical treatment where you straighten the hair after applying products. I think it's a 3-step process in any case, even in a salon, like wherever you go, I think there are 3 steps to it. And then the final step that really kind of makes your hair like really silky and smooth is the straightening. So you put your straighteners on super high and then kind of go through like 99% dry hair basically, and I'll explain more in a minute, but that is basically what the process is. So you're meant to have very silky, smooth, much healthier looking hair, and it's supposed to last for a couple of months. So I have had it done in a salon years ago and it worked well. It does damage your hair a little bit. It's not something you want to do if you already have very dry hair, but if you have frizzy hair or you just want a lot silkier hair for a special event or something, this is a good product and treatment to invest in. So today I'm actually talking about a specific brand. So these were sent to me and it's by, I believe you pronounce it Nutri or Nutri Professional, and it's from the Amazon list Brazilian treatment collection. So it's quite small packaging like this, but I think these would last for like 2 applications. I've already done 1, which is why I'm reviewing it, but even with like really long hair like mine, I think 2 applications per pack is actually more or less what you'd get. If you have very short hair, then of course it could last like 3 goes, but I think that's really good value considering usually if you get a treatment, it's just 1 application and that's it. But yeah, at first I didn't know what to expect, and it does have chemicals, so you do want to take that into consideration. It's not just kind of a mask that you put on your hair, it's a whole kind of process, almost like dyeing your hair. So the first step from here is the anti-residue shampoo, and you leave this in for about 5 minutes. So just when you're in the shower, you can use this first thing in the morning or at night if you're trying it, or at night if you're using it then. And it's got acai and cacao, so it does have a lot of very natural ingredients too. And the shampoo doesn't smell very chemically, so that's why I didn't know what to expect. So I left that in and it just felt like a normal shampoo. And then the second part is kind of like a conditioner. It's called the Brazilian smoothing treatment. So this is when you finally get into the actual products that are going to be smoothing your hair. So this says, after washing the hair, blow dry and divide into sections. So this has a very strong scent. This I would say has the most chemicals, and it's the kind of actual Brazilian treatment, if that makes sense. The other 2 products are just to prepare your hair and make it feel a lot softer. But this one, yeah, so you separate your hair and then I remember you have to leave this in for quite a while. This I actually left in for quite a while. I think this is supposed to kind of sink into your hair, and they say to just kind of let it air dry for a little bit and divide it into the sections, so it's just easier to get all the product evenly across all your hair, because it goes, I think, on the roots and the lengths, ends, everywhere. And then you blow dry it with cold air, and I think the cold air kind of seals the hair follicles and the kind of strands, and it's also very smoothing. Drying your hair with cold air is a lot better for the hair. It makes it look a lot better, and maybe it's something to do with the treatment, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, they say definitely to use cold air when blow drying. And then when it's more or less entirely dry, then you can heat up your straighteners, and they say about 400 degrees. So honestly, I didn't do that because I have normal straighteners, like very basic straighteners. They only go up to about 240, which is basically half of what they say. So I wasn't sure if it would work, but it did actually work very well. My hair was very soft and smooth afterwards, and my friends even noticed. They were complimenting my hair. So I think it did work, and again, I was a little bit scared at home, considering you've just put a treatment on your hair and then you're straightening it. I've never done that before, so I was worried it might ruin it. But I got a little bit of damage on my left side, like the little pieces by my face, but other than that it didn't damage my hair at all. It looked really great, and yeah, so you just want to make sure you follow the steps very carefully. But other than that, I really don't think anything should go wrong if you follow the steps, and I'm the kind of person who would mess something like that up, and I didn't, so don't freak out, guys. It just felt like a normal kind of hair mask that you're leaving on. It did dry and feel a bit weird, but once you straighten it, then you wash everything out, which seems a little bit of a waste because you've just dried and straightened your hair. But obviously you have to wash the treatment out, and then I guess you put in another treatment. From this brand, they give you a repair mask to put right after, which I think is a really good idea. So it's the Intensive Repair Mask, and again, it's got acai and cacao. Just leave it in for 5 minutes, and this one actually smells really good. Yeah, it just smells like a conditioner. I have the most product left here, so I can probably use this even after as like a normal conditioner, and the ends of my hair did feel really nice, so they felt good and quite healthy. So again, you don't want to be repeating this process too often, so maybe once every 3 to 4 months I would say, just to avoid any damage, because it is a pretty crazy treatment to be doing to your hair. But this is the 3-step process. I've just gone through everything. It's pretty simple, it's not too difficult. There are about 10 steps that I had to follow. Only 3 products to use really, and then the straighteners. So yeah, and this is my hair now. Like, I did it about 3 weeks ago I would say, and this is just air dried. I didn't blow dry, I didn't style my hair at all, so it's just natural. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but I can tell that definitely the lengths and the ends are a lot smoother and softer, and it looks quite silky as well. So I'm impressed with it. I know the treatment definitely helped, because normally I have a lot of frizz and my hair's a bit puffy and dry, but it definitely looks and feels nicer. So I was saving a ton of money, because in the salon it would be very expensive. I think I paid £90 for my treatment, and considering it only lasts for 3 months, I mean, that is quite pricey. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I haven't had experienced any bad issues with it, no allergic reactions, my hair didn't fall off or anything. I would definitely repurchase this product and recommend it to you guys. And I love doing at-home treatments. Maybe you guys are the same, where you don't want to shell out tons of money to have someone else do something for you, just rather make like a DIY or order something to do at home, like dyeing my brows as well. I always do that myself. But yeah, that is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want more kind of reviews of these at-home treatments and at-home products. So yeah, if you did enjoy, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.